Hey, I haven't been doing intros for this series just to make things smoother, but I do have a quick intro for this one. Number one, sorry I didn't upload the past 2 weeks. I'd been traveling. I meant to edit videos to put out while I was gone, but just didn't happen. Number two, halfway through this video, the audio goes to absolute dog water for quite a bit. Like, it goes in and out, and I think it's because my software defaulted to my webcam's microphone instead of my good mic, so I apologize. The audio sucks for half the episode, but you know what? If you guys give this episode 500 likes, I'll make up for not putting out a video the past 2 weeks and put out a new hardcore tomorrow as well. If you want it, 500 likes. Enjoy the video. So I've been contemplating doing this for a little bit, but then I got bullied by my clan to do it, so I'm going to go ahead and unlock something with my Slayer points real quickly. As of right now, I can either unlock Ring Bling, Broader Fletcher, but none of that really matters to me at this point. The only one that would be of significant importance is Bigger and Badder. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock Bigger and Badder. This will allow me to get superiors on my Slayer tasks, and the Slayer Helm doesn't really matter. I should probably focus on getting 75 crafting sooner than later, but getting the Slayer Helm is never a priority for me, even though it's the best looking item in the history of the game. Well, buying Bigger and Badder has already paid off. Like 30 kills into my jelly task, I get my very first superior. That took like a year and a half to kill. Oh my gosh, for nothing. But 1900 Slayer XP. I will certainly take that. Well, I got another one. But that's not the most important part about this. There is 58 Slayer on the account, which means I can now go get a black mask whenever I would like to, which is lovely, lovely, lovely. Ooh, we got a Rune Full Helm, too. I got back-to-back Rune Full Helms there. That's pretty nice. I am not going to go get one right away. I am going to finish this task first, just in case I get a black mask. A cave horror task from Chaldar. So, but you absolutely love to see it. That is a huge milestone. Will this dumb fairy be humble for the first time in her life or not? It's okay. I'm going to go to cave horrors anyway. 113 cal fight. That's actually super easy. That's like a 20-minute task. But I'm not going to do that. In fact, I'm not going to touch any Slayer until I get my black mask. I do have a hard clue, which I am going to go try and do real quickly. Hopefully we can finish it up pretty quickly because, as you know, cave horrors tend to drop a lot of hard clues. Here I am, completely prepared to go off to cave horrors, completely forgetting the fact that I haven't done the quest to go to them. I need to do Rum Deal, which means I need to get 40 farming and 50 fishing. And then I need to do Cabin Fever, which I very well may have the levels for. I don't. I need 45 crafting and 50 smithing. All right, well, that'll take me 30 seconds, and then the 40 smithing will take me a bit as well. Truth be told, this was my first time ever doing Temperos. I guess I did do one game in leagues, but other than that, this is my first time ever doing Temperos legitimately in RuneScape. I ran solos. There's 50 fishing, like I mentioned. I ran solos. They're not that bad. Like, I would get 9 permits a game, and it was, like, pretty good. I don't know if 9 permits a game is good or if it's better to run with teams, but, yeah, 50 fishing, goal hit. We've got maybe, like, 100 permits to open. Yep, like I thought, I had just under 100. I got 93 to go, so let's just yoink them all right away. I could use some cooking XP. And I finished up. Unfortunately, didn't get anything cool. Let's open some chests, see if we can get anything. I honestly don't even know what you can get. Chain body, some jewelry, some more jewelry. So, all right. Soak pages, spirit flakes, bunch of cooking XP. Not sure what else you can ask for. There is one quest done and done. Nice. 7,000 in a few skills. We will take that. I don't think I get a Oh, I do get a level up. Just kidding. From farming. Thank goodness I could boost it. Not quite level 40 yet, but there is 1150 total. Now we do... I don't remember what it's called. Fresh out of the wilderness to complete this quest, but it is necessary for my future endeavors. Lovely. I want to turn these into the gold ones. Do I still do that here? I know they changed some things around recently. Maybe I gotta go talk to the guy in Al-Kharid. Alright, he said he can improve my gloves. Yes, yes, yes. That sounds good to me. Nice. We have our goldsmith gauntlets. Wow, that was I just completely butchered that. Anyway, to make goldsmithing a little bit easier for me as well at the blast furnace, I do need to go get the ice gauntlets from the ice lady in ice. What is it though? The Wolf Mountain? Whatever it's called. I don't know. We're gonna go get that real quickly. Well, it cost me basically my entire cash stack, but this should be the end. There it is, level 50 smithing. You'll love to see it. Ah, yes. We can now go do that quest that I'm forgetting the name of right now. Let's go. After a bit of a detour, we have finally gained access to mostly harmless and arcade horrors as well. There's Cabin Fever, completed 7,000 XP in a few different skills. We get 46 crafting. Nice. Let's go get started and spoon our black mask. Well, that was easy. If you look in the clan chat, you can see 2KC and no black mask, never spooned, and then I simply get it on 4 kill count. So that, all right, that's easy. I got it spooned. I will take that. Although cave horrors have like decent drops, so no. I'm not gonna say I wish I would have went dry. I've done that once, and that turned out very badly for me. Well, there is 70 defense on the account. Long story short, I did this probably the least efficient way, getting 70 defense. I got up to I got 65 defense, and then I meant to switch over to strength, but then I forgot until 68 defense before I even realized that I was still training defense, and I figured at that point, might as well continue. So I might look into getting some Barrows items at some point soon. I do kind of want to see if I can finagle medium combat diaries. I don't know. It might be a stretch to get medium combats. But anyway, we're going to switch to strength now. Train that up a bit. We are so close to getting 85 combat. Well, I've gone ahead and completed my very first ever Konar task for a very nice point boost on that 40th task. So I also did get my first ever Brimstone key as well. I'm interested to see what it's going to be because I've never turned one in, and sometimes they could be for good money. So let's go find out. All right, let's get a nice fancy alchebal out of this bad boy. Here we go. 2 rune plate legs. Don't need them at all whatsoever, but maybe it's time I alch them and go ahead and buy myself a rune plate body because I've been relying on getting a rune plate body from anything else. A hard clue, one of them's. Oh, I also did get 60 Slayer from that task as well. So we can now get Abbey Specs. You know what? I've heard a recommendation from many people that I go ahead and block Hellhounds because they're just not worth it. And I think with my reward points right now, 318, that it's probably a good idea to do. So I'm going to go ahead and block these. I mean, I'm going to have to unblock them at some point in time, but by the time that comes around, I'll have so many points that it won't even matter. But she's going to give me 121 trolls now that I've blocked that. 87 more blue dragons. Well, I'm trying out some new content for the first time in perfect timing. So what I want very badly is to be level 85 combat, and I'm level 84 right now. And I figured the best time to do this would be, again, with some new content. I don't think I'm going to get it on this one, am I? No, I'm not. I got to fill up a few times on prayer. All right, that's much better. We've got the wine, and we have the level. There is 54 prayer on the account, which gives us 85 combat. I can now use Neve as a Slayer Master. No longer have to use that stupid fairy. Oh, lovely. Also, this is awesome. This new prayer method, really cool. Might be a bit OP, and I'm sure I'll really be able to pay it in once I do a bunch more rumors, because I'm assuming that's probably how I'll get up to 99 Hunter. But I'm really happy with this new prayer method. It's pretty sick. What will our very first Neve task be? 181 Blood Veil. Don't love that, but you know. Well, I finished my Blood Veil task, and I ended up getting both 70 Strength and 62 Slayer, which means, well, the 70 Strength isn't relevant, but
the 62 Slayer means I could potentially get Worm Task now, so be humble. 154 Greater Demons. I just got my 50th task from Konar, and it was Black Demons. I feel like this is another task in which I should block until I have the necessary requirements to make it, like, actually good and or useful. So we're going to go ahead and block Black Demons as well. I will get nearly 300 points for completing whatever task this is, so it sucks that I have to minus 100. Ooh, 181 worms. You'll love to see that. That is lovely, lovely, lovely. That I am much happier with that task than Black Demons.
A lot of firsts this episode for me doing content for the first time in the game. First we had Temperos, and now we have me finishing up my very, very first task of worms. There was definitely a bit of a learning curve there. I didn't realize that their magic attack would smack so hard, but these guys were awesome, especially for lower level Slayer, because I made so much money. I meant to bring my full cash stack with me on this trip just so I could show how much I made, but I think it was towards 300 something K in alcohols alone. But there's 50 tasks in a row completed, 270 quest points for a total of 450. Man, those will be super, super useful here in the early game. Hopefully we can get some more. I know most people hate them. At least later game people hate them at the end. I did also end up pulling 3 Brimmies. Let's go ahead and yoink those 3 Brimmies right away. All right, we get some diamonds. Oh, it doesn't auto-open. Okay. Gold and more diamonds. All right. Cool. A beautiful, beautiful milestone for the account. There is 70 attack and 87 combat too. Very nice. Now, whenever we get our whip, whenever that may be in the distant future, we will be able to wield it. I mean, there was never really a doubt whether or not I'd be able to wield my whip, but I get it. But 70s on the combats, we will take that all day, every single day.
You know, I've spent a good amount of time doing some Slayer recently, and I think I just need a little bit of a break from it. One can only kill so many Greater Demons and Bloodvelds in a row before they just need to relax for a moment. So I think I'm going to go back and do some questing. One quest that I don't have the requirements for yet, I need about 11 thieving levels, is I want to get the Path of Gluffrey quest done as well. So that is also on the docket. Before I do get started, I am just going to go down the line like I did before. Also, I am going to do Bone Voyage and Eagle's Peak because I don't really care if I get Herbivore and Chins for Hunter Rumors in the future. I think it's going to be a positive. I also have a hard clue, so let's open up this bad boy, see what we get. Man. Bone Voyage now completed. I can do some birdhouse runs and all sorts of other fun activities. I think it's a little unfortunate because now I will have to do, what's it called, Fossil Island Wyverns whenever those come around, but that's not the world's biggest deal. I'm not thrilled about it. Well, I've completed the Great Brain Robbery, King's Ransom, and now the Knight's Training Ground minigame that only took an eternity hiding behind that dummy, but it's finally done. 20,000 in all combats. And once I get 6 more prayer levels, I can pray Chivalry, which is lovely, lovely, lovely. Do I get any levels? I do. I get 71 HP. I won't lie, I was pretty nervous to do this quest, The Haunted Mine, because the end boss you can get clapped at pretty easily. But like most things in life, your anxiety is nowhere near reality. And it only took, 3 potatoes to kill the boss, and I was never below, 60 HP. So, pretty darn easy. This quest ended up being a little bit more sketchy than I originally thought I was going to, but that is a very nice quest to get done. Arms Big Adventure, 10,000 Herbler, 5,000 Farming. What levels do we get? 41 Farming and 49 Herbler. The reason why it was sketchy, let's see. I have a charge left on the staff. I had 1 more charge. I came in with 60 or 70 and almost lost. Now, I did Pyramid Plunder at first to try to get this level, but it was really slow at those lower levels. I think I was only getting 40-something KXP an hour, and after doing some bonking and stealing here with I forgot the name of it, with a blackjack, there is 56 thieving, which means we can now do the Path of Gluffrey. Lovely. Oh, the Warp Scepter will be very nice. It'll open up chambers for me, sort of, kind of, but I'm happy. Well, I've discovered something interesting about this account. It happened with the Black Mask, clearly, And then it just happened again. Long story short, I need to get a mithril grapple for the Path of Gluffery quest. So I came here, and then literally moments ago, I just said drive for myth grapple. I'm disgusted. And then the moment I said that, I get them. Also, I didn't even realize that these guys drop you short bows, and I ended up getting one. So now I can do Temple of Ikov as well, which is really, really nice. That's a huge amount of fletching XP, which is by far my lowest skill at this point. Pretty darn quick quest right there. There's Temple of Ikov completed, 10.5k range, 8k fletching, which brings us up to 52 and 31. That is lovely. What did we just get? Like 7 fletching levels? I think that's also going to unlock a couple of quests for me. No, that brought us to Desert Treasure, which would be interesting to do. Little nervous about that, but I can now do the Fremennik Trials as well. I hadn't done that because I think I needed like 200 fletching XP for a year and a half. At long last, the Path of Gluffery is completed. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Gluffery? I don't know. We're going to go ahead and pop all these lamps as well. 30k Strength, 20k Slayer, a little bit of Thieving, and a little bit of Magician as well. Do we get any levels out of that? 64 Slayer. That is lovely. We are 1 away from Dusty's, which will not really be a great task until I can burst them, but bursting, again, I could do at any time. Before I get back to doing some Slayer, I think I am going to knock out some of the Fremennik Trials quest line. I'll probably do this one, maybe Isles, and then the 2 Kingdom quests. I don't know if the 2 Kingdom quests are super useful for me at this point because I don't really have that much money to put into a kingdom, although it would be super useful to have, so we'll see. A quest that I should have done ages and ages ago. Fremennik Trials completed, 3 quest points and 2,800 XP and a million things. Will I get any levels? Fishing, crafting, fletching, wood cutting? Well, this quest will mean absolutely nothing to 99% of you, but to everybody that's been in my clan and Discord roasting me over the past month or so, this will mean a lot. Long story short, I had a hardcore before this one that you're seeing now, and I had like 1,000 total on it, and this is where I lost my hardcore on the Troll Romance quest. I didn't know that that Arg, the guy, he could range and melee you. So I was just sat there with my melee range on, or my melee prayer on, and all of a sudden, I was dead. Turns out he hits 38s with range, and I was just dead. Immediately. 1 hit, dead. So that feels good to get done. See, as you can see, it feels good to get done. And after, as you can see, about an hour and a half grinding, we have hit 56 woodcutting, which means we can now go do the Fremennik Isles because we can make Nitsanot shields. I killed the king. Oh, I can only put this on attack, strength, defense, HP. I guess I go defense because I'll get a level from it, and we'll do strength because that's my second closest. Yeah, oh well. I thought I was going to be able to put that on range, but that is fine. Fremennik Isles completed, and I now have my very own Nitsanot helmet as well. I think I'm going to go camp for my Warp Scepter. I don't know the best way to do that. I might honestly just be sat there ranging with a bone crossbow, which will be super boring and take forever, but I think it'll be worth it.